So guys, today being the 24th day of October, being Friday, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has actually appeared in court, but there is heavy tension in court. And what is actually going on? Justice James Omotosho is actually, behaving somehow. When he started this case, a lot of people were happy with the way he was handling this case. But all of a sudden, he is now acting like someone that is being sponsored by Malami, which is basically the truth. Now, what actually happened or what is actually going on today? Because a lot of tension is actually happening there. Normally when Nnamdi Kanu comes to court, a lot of people, dignitaries, his family members, his Obiagocha, and a lot of people come to greet him and are equally in court to actually witness what is going on. But today, as I'm talking to you, James Omotosho just woke up today and said that he is not going to allow Nnamdi Kanu relatives or any other person from entering the court. Remember Nnamdi Kanu yesterday said that he was going to defend himself, and allowed his lawyers, being Kanu Agabi and to relieve themselves from the duty and all that. And James Omotosho suddenly just woke up today and said he does not want Nnamdi Kanu's relatives and any other person to be in court. And this is an act of intimidation. This is a law court for crying out loud. Let me tell you, a lot of Nigerians do not understand that anybody can actually walk into the law court to actually observe the proceedings, provided you don't have anything on you, you don't have any incriminating or dangerous things on you. But in Nigeria here, they are making this case to look like a secret something. Is it a secret trial? Is it a secret trial? And this actually raised a lot of tension. There have been back and forth argument, and even people were like, why are you preventing his relatives from actually being in the courtroom? Which is something that has been practiced, which is something that the court permits. So what is James Omotosho up to? What is James Omotosho up to? And he now chased people away, people that will be bringing updates, what's actually going on in the courtroom, because they don't want Nnamdi Kanu. Like I told you guys yesterday, the reason why Nnamdi Kanu took up that case was because he wants the world to hear his voice directly from his own mouth, not through his lawyers and all that. That is why he took up that particular case from his lawyer, so that when he's speaking, the international communities will know that this. So when he's speaking, international communities will know that this is coming out from his mouth, and it will actually go viral, and the visibility will actually be something else. But now James Omotosho is trying to hide a lot of things. But meanwhile, why we still wait for more updates from that particular court session? Very dark man came out today and made a very big statement about what Malami intend, or probably what they intend, and the order they've been given, that Nnamdi Kanu, as a matter of fact, that they only plan to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm going to play the video briefly so you could listen to what Very Dark Man said, that they only plan to release Nnamdi Kanu during his old age, the time he will be unable to do anything, that in fact they want to give him more than 20 years and all that. I'm going to play the video so you could listen. And equally indicted the Southeast governors, saying that the Southeast governors are part and parcel of the people that do not want Nnamdi Kanu to be released, that because of their own selfish interests and because of their own selfish reason. Meanwhile, let me not waste your time. Let me play the video of Very Dark Man.
So he's not talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know what, yeah, I think it's time for me to tell you people the truth and to let you people know what you don't know. You see, some of us are privileged to some information, but we just don't talk. Even though we know, we act like we don't know. We just keep on trying. Let's see if a miracle will happen. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, he will most likely, listen to the word, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will most likely spend another 20 years in jail. As a matter of fact, the original plan for Nnamdi Kanu is to be released when he's old, when he's weak and don't have any strength in him again to talk or to fight. What you people don't know is like this, right? The Eastern governors, the Igbos, the Eastern governors, they are the one, not just the governors, down to the elite, down to the rich Igbo men, down to the big businessmen. These people write letters. These people have meetings with security agencies and presidency that for no reason on planet Earth should they release Nnamdi Kanu. What is their reason?
So please, if this is your first time on coming across my videos and you enjoy what we do here, please do well to subscribe and tap on the subscribe button. Just like this particular video, just tap on that particular like button there and equally click on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop important updates and videos like this. Now I believe we all watched or probably saw what Very Dark Man said in that particular video, and like I told you people, this is how Nigeria works. They are negotiating with bandits over there in the northern part. Meanwhile, a freedom fighter, they are intending to give him or to make him stay till their kingdom come without any reasonable charge in prison. And it is not fair. It is not fair. Have you seen the presidency release any statement about the bandits that have been negotiated with in the northern part? No. Have you seen them open their mouth to condemn it or even release a statement? No. But Malami and Co have kept on releasing statements about Nnamdi Kanu, the protest that actually happened. Now, Very Dark Man is actually coming out to say this. And this is probably their agenda and probably their plan. And this is what the North wants. They want a situation whereby Nnamdi Kanu will be kept in prison. Meanwhile, over there, they themselves will be negotiating with bandits and terrorists. And with that, remember, Shengumi came out and told the presidency that they should not open their mouths or the security agencies to attack probably confront the negotiations between bandits and the communities in the north. And the presidency kept short. Not even one of the presidency officials, Bayo Onanoga and co, released a single statement. No, they kept short. But immediately it was Nnamdi Kanu's protest, Bayo Onanoga has released more than 20 statements the presidency has released to show you the bias in this particular country. And Very Dark Man said nothing but the truth there. That the Southeast leaders, I've often blamed the Southeast leaders. You can't keep on coming out to say that you come out publicly to do cho. We are going to meet with Malami and able to free Nnamdi Kanu. We are working towards the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But behind the scene, most of them are actively working for him not to be released. It makes no sense, which is what a Very Dark Man is saying, that they are the ones that do not want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. And we should forget about the cho. Okay, they conducted a protest, and a lot of Southeast leaders were invited. It was an avenue. It was a peaceful protest, and a lot of them were invited to come and participate in the protest. How many of them joined in the protest? How many of them actually came out to join in that particular protest? None. Most of them were hiding. It is only Obiagoja who has been going to Nnamdi Kanu's court sections and all that. It was the only politician from the Southeast that joined. All the state house of all the National Assembly members and the House of Rep members, most of them did not show up. But yet they will come out online whenever election period is coming up. They'll come out and tell you, we are speaking, we are negotiating with Malami and all that. Most of the Southeast governors, this is what they are saying. But behind the scene, they actually not doing not even a single thing to actually seek for the release of this particular man. And watch the intimidation and injustice that is being perceived. It is even a stranger like Omoyele Sowore and Atiku Abubakar and co are the ones even at the forefront of this particular fight. These people are not even from the Igbo or from the Southeast region, but are the ones actually carrying this on their head. Some of the people that participated in the protests are not even from Igbo. Some of them are even Yoruba. Some of them are even from the Middle Belt. Some of them are even from the South region. Some of the activists we saw are Randy Peters and co. Some of them are not even from the East. But some billionaires will be Kubana chief priest and co. We are from the Southeast region. We are not able to join this particular protest, at least to bring more visibility to it, to bring more visibility. People said it when I, said that PLAC should have actually joined the protest. People started attacking me that PLAC, shouldn't be involved in such protest. I said no. He is a man of the moment, being Mr. PLAC. So his presence in that particular protest will grant or bring visibility to that particular protest. International communities will see the protest and understand what's actually going on. But I thank God that Sowore even brought the visibility that was needed. BBC carried the protest and all that and created more awareness about the injustice that is being meted up upon this particular man. So if you listen attentively, everything that Very Dark Man said there is basically the truth. So that's why they keep on elongating this particular case unnecessarily since 2021. Tell me where on earth a case litigates to this particular extent. Tell me where on earth a case litigates to this particular level or probably to this particular extent. Since 2021, the federal government has been unable to prove one single case. What the federal government has been doing is to amend. You bring in a new charge, you will remove one. You amend another charge, you remove another charge, which makes no sense because you are using the delay tactics to ensure that you incarcerate this particular man. And he has stayed for how many years? And people are saying, why haven't you been able to substantiate some of the allegations or crimes or probably whatever thing you've leveled against him other than, litigating this case unnecessarily? Well, that's one of the things. You remember, Omoyele Sowore is actually with Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Aloye Jimako, and Nnamdi Kanu's brother are currently being detained at in Abuja because of the protest that actually happened this particular Monday. And a lot of people are saying that Omoyele Sowore, who was arrested yesterday after he met with Nnamdi Kanu, some of his supporters are now saying that they will carry out a massive protest if he's not being released. Let me play a video of Isaac Fayose, what he said about the arrest of Sowore and other protesters on Monday who participated in the Free Nnamdi Kanu protest. When we come back, we'll try to analyze and wrap up more issues here.
We are giving Nigerian police 48 hours to release Sowore, or else there will be another protest next week. Because up till now, you haven't published the court order that says we cannot have peaceful protest in our country. Peaceful protest is our right. Peaceful protest, it is our right to ask government to say, no, we are not happy with this, do that, change this, change that. It is not their government alone. It's government for the people, by the people. Government for the people, by the people, for the people. It is not government for some, by some, to some. So why protest is our right? Is our right, fundamental right. No be say you not touch us. So why arresting those people? And if you are saying there is court order or restriction in some areas, publish it, let us see. then we can now know where they've gone wrong. You cannot just tell us there is court order, invisible court order, and you are now picking protesters, locking them up. No, it is our right to protest. We can demand for anything at any time. So why the arrest? So next week we'll be full of protest, peaceful protest again, talker blocker. We will come out and demand for the release of the protesters that you have arrested, because it is our right. And if you are saying there is court order, publish it. Let us see the date of this order. Who gave this order?
Now, if you listen attentively to what Isaac Fayose said, he has equally called for the freedom and release of Nnamdi Kanu and all that. But what he said here is basically the truth. Why is it that the Nigerian police and the Nigerian security agencies do not respect people's fundamental rights, especially the right to carry out peaceful protests? There was no violence in this particular protest, not even a single violence. Sorry. Rather, the police wanted to cause violence by tear gassing innocent protesters. People came out peacefully and they were just peacefully protesting and demanding that the federal government should release this man, which is their fundamental right. The right to protest is your fundamental right. The police started, tear gassing them and all that. And the essence of tear gassing them is to create chaos. At the end of the day, they will not say it is a violent protest, and whatever happens, they will not blame it on the protesters. They did this during the EndSARS protest, and this has been the modus operandi of the Nigerian security agencies. Over there in the north, the bandits, I said it earlier here, are being negotiated with. Did you see any security agency go up there to disrupt the negotiation? No. But immediately you mention that you want to protest against bad governance, immediately you mention that you want to protest against something you perceive as injustice, peaceful protest, you will not like you are going to cause violence or anything. The Nigerian police will start sending messages preventing you. In fact, they will go to court to get a court injunction to prevent you from exercising your fundamental right. And this is the rascality in the country. You go to a court to stop you from exercising your fundamental right, which is not done anywhere in the world. They will start releasing statements and messages, this and that and that and that and that and that. But in the north, the terrorists are negotiated with. You will not see these security agencies releasing statements to counter this. Rather, they will keep short. But announce that you want to carry out a peaceful protest, and you see all of them releasing statements and threatening you not to carry out a protest. So this Isaac Fayose is still saying the same thing. That what is the essence of trying to intimidate people's voice or people that want to participate in a peaceful protest? So he gave the police 24 hours to free Sowore and Nnamdi Kanu brother and lawyer and others that were arrested